Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Chanel with Girltalk Tarot. Welcome to my channel for those of you who are new here, and welcome back for those of you who are returning subscribers. So in this pick a card reading, you guys, we're going to be doing some shadow work. And I do want to start by just saying that this is a collaboration here with V Love and Crystals. Definitely check out her channel. You're definitely going to want to after you watch this video, and I'll tell you why right now. So in this reading, the reading that I'll be doing here, this part of the video, we're going to take a look and address exactly what's here in your shadow, you guys. So what does that mean really? That means we're going to be looking into the more negatively aspected energies here. And I encourage you not to be afraid of negative energy. It's not that negative energy is bad. You know, it's simply negative. There's positive charges and there are negative charges. And we need both in order to navigate through this reality. So it's nothing to fear, but it is something to be aware of. So we're just going to take a look to see, you know, something that's kind of lurking around here in your subconscious or even unconscious. To see what wants to come through here for you as a message, what you need to be aware of. Sometimes, you guys, this is something that you are already a little bit aware of, but you choose not to address or you choose not to see. So oftentimes there could be some denial involved and things of that nature. It'll be different for everybody. But that's what we're going to address in this video. Now for part 2, you're going to want to go over to V Love and Crystal's channel because she's going to take you guys through the healing process, what you can do basically to overcome your shadow, you know, not even to overcome it, but to integrate with it, you know, because it's there for a reason. So she's going to show you guys what to do, what you should focus on in order to integrate with it so that you can either transmute any of this energy here and basically just move forward with a healthier energetic field. So I do hope that that makes sense. Let's go ahead and get started. We have 3 groups. Group 1 here on the left, group 2 in the middle, and group 3 here on the right. So I'll go ahead and be quiet to allow you guys to choose your group. Remember to use your intuition. There's no right or wrong answer. Just use your intuition, you guys. Feel your way through it. Okay. All right, you guys, I hope that was enough time. If it wasn't, don't worry. You know what to do. Go ahead and pause the video. Take as much time as you need. Timestamps will be down below, and I'll catch you on the other side. Be blessed. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to just say that this reading will not be applicable to everybody who watches this reading here, this video. Please use your own discernment and don't try to force the message upon you. You know, if it's not for you, it's not for you. You can try a different group or maybe a different video here on YouTube. I send you my love. So let's go ahead and get started to take a look to see what's here in your shadow. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to pull these cards and then we're going to take a look to see what this message is here for you, right? Okay. Wow. All right, group 1. Okay, I'm going to start by addressing the very first card that came through here for you. Which has to do with a very significant longing, okay? A very significant longing. And it's a little bit like you've been holding on to someone here, okay, that is no longer here. So for some of you, my sincerest condolences. Some of you have lost someone in your life, maybe a person, could be a pet, could be a relationship, a lover, a friend, someone that you really care deeply for, and this person has left your life here. And what's happening in your shadow is that there is a little bit of, not even a little bit, but a deep sadness. And this sadness is, you know, it's some of you guys are trying to skate your way past it, so you haven't given yourself the actual time to grieve and do the work that you need in order to you know, try to, you know, be able to make peace with the fact that this person is not in your life at this time. And others of you, you're a little bit stuck in this energy here, you know, and you're just feeling, some of you are even feeling really abandoned, whether this was conscious or subconscious or unconscious. But there's also this deep feeling of abandonment that I see, and really just a deep sadness here. I'm also seeing here for you guys that there's a desire that your soul has to move on, to move forward here, to transition and to transform. So, you know, I feel like this is something that you should do, group one here, so that you don't stifle your growth and your development and things of that nature here. You also have the Selkie and her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. That's quite deep, guys. So there's a part of you, group one, that's not being 1,000% honest with yourself, you know, in your expression. It's like there's a need for you to become more authentic, to be more true to who you are, you know, to say what you mean and to mean what you say, and to do so with a sense of confidence. You know, it looks like you've lost your voice a little bit, group one, and there's a need to get your voice back. It's almost like some of you guys are just kind of slipping away here. It feels like you're losing yourself a little bit. It feels like you're losing yourself a little bit, and there's a need to come out of that, you know. Some of you guys are dealing with some deep-rooted insecurities, body insecurities here, physical insecurities. You know, this could go quite deep here. Some of you guys are not really feeling comfortable in your own skin, and you feel the need to cover up. You feel the need to hide yourself. You feel the need to wear a lot of makeup. You're not incredibly happy about yourself. And so there's this deep-rooted insecurity that I'm seeing here for you guys, group one, that's needing to be addressed. I want to point out the snake coming into her ear, because, you know, the snake in this case, because we're talking about shadow, is being negatively aspected, which means that there are negative thoughts, okay, and ideas that you have about yourself that are not true. These are lies. They are false truths, and you shouldn't spend any more of your time paying any attention to it. You know, if you tell yourself, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm not good enough, I'm this, I'm that, stop. Just stop, because it's not good for you. It's not helping you. And this is about reclaiming your confidence and your authenticity, because when you're truly authentic, you're so confident about yourself that it does not matter what anybody else thinks about you. You truly don't care. You know, you don't need to care, because you know who you are. You know how beautiful you are, how amazing you are. And so there's no need to be attached to the opinions of others. So there's only be attached to your own opinion. But even then, you don't want to be attached to your own opinion, because your opinions are, you know, oftentimes rooted in lies and deceit, and it's not healthy for you. So you just want to strengthen your confidence, group one. I feel like that's what a lot of this has to do with. I'm also just seeing here the child I was meant to be. Yeah, so many of you guys in this group here, you've been taking life way too seriously. And there is an inner child here, basically here in your shadow. There's a part of you that wants to be expressed that you kind of shut down. Somewhere along the line, you stopped being yourself. You know, you lost yourself. You lost yourself to fear, to ridicule, but it's still here. It's still here in your shadow. So this is exactly why it needs to be addressed. Some of you guys gave up on your dreams that you've had from childhood, you know, certain things that you just knew you wanted to do and achieve. But you stopped believing in yourself. And so basically I'm just seeing there's this part of you in your shadow that's just really wants to come back out here. This part of you that wants to reclaim your true self, your true identity, so that you're not sad anymore. Again, some of you are consciously aware of your sadness, but you might not be aware of why you are so sad, and others of you might not even be aware that you're sad. But there is a sadness here, and there is a need to address it, to forgive it, so that you can move forward in a more authentic and powerful kind of a way. And you also have the Student coming through here. In its shadow, we have arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Wow. Unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So you guys are sitting on something here. You're sitting on something, and there's a need to take more action. There's a need to practice what you preach, and also to just take action, make moves. Some of you guys are just, what's the word? When you're wallowing, and you keep making up certain excuses of why you can't do something or why you shouldn't do something. But there's just a need for you to discontinue that so that you can take action and move forward here. So sometimes this happens when we become a little bit too comfortable in our fears. And I feel like that's what's happened here for you guys. It's like, look, there's a tree here. He is completely rooted in false information. So I definitely feel like it's time to tell a new story about yourself, Group 1. It's time to listen to this new story and to action this new story here for you. But please go over to V-Love and V-Love and Crystal's channel, where you can see what you can actually do to move forward here. But this is the energy that's showing up here in your shadow. It's a sadness. It's a sadness. It's a despair. It's a insecurity, lack of authenticity, a need to reclaim, and a deep, deep longing. A deep, deep longing for someone or for something. So head over to V-Love and Crystal's channel, you guys, for part 2. I send you my love. I wish you all the best as you journey forward. If you guys are in fact new here, welcome to my channel. Consider subscribing. I post new pick-a card readings every week and new energetic zodiac readings every month. So if you'd be interested in this content or in further content, then yeah, consider subscribing. I do love you guys, and I do wish you all the best as you journey forward. Be very blessed. Ciao. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I do want to say that this reading will not be applicable for everybody who watches it. Please don't try to force the message, you guys. If it doesn't make sense for you, then perhaps try a different group. And if that doesn't make sense for you, then perhaps try a different video. But let's go ahead and get started here. Just wanted to say that, always important to use your own discernment. Ooh, the black flower fragrance. Okay, we're gonna just pull and then we'll talk about it here. Okay. So you have the Slave coming through here and the Teacher. Yearning. Wow. Some of you guys probably wanted to watch Group 1. Some of you guys were having a going back and forth between Group 1's video and this video. For those of you who felt that way, you probably want to watch Group 1. So what's coming through here, you guys? Let's break this down here. What's in your shadow? Okay, I'm going to start with the anchored energy here with sexuality. Okay. So, ooh la la, Group 2. What's here in your shadow is that you have some, how do you call it? An unhealthy relationship here when it comes to sex. There could be a lot of repression. There could be a lot of really bad feelings about sex. There could be a lot of guilt that you feel when it comes to receiving pleasure. So this is something here that wants to be addressed. Your sexuality wants to be explored and heightened, but it's like you are blocking that off. Okay, and for others of you, here in your shadow is a denial of your true sexuality. Okay, this is for those of you who have been feeling, you know, a certain way about your sexuality, and you are denying it or rejecting it, or in denial. Well, I already said that, but perhaps pretending like it's not there, or just really, really trying to avoid it. Either way, there is a need and a desire for your sexuality to be heightened and more expressed here. So we'll leave that to V Love and Crystals for you to take a look to see how this can correlate here with you, what you can do about it. But yeah, so that's here in your shadow, okay? Your sexuality. What else is here in your shadow? Longing for someone, undesired separation. Okay, so this is about some type of a connection that I see here for you guys. There is a little bit of a desperation that I feel here in your shadow, where it's rooted from a deep sadness because of some type of separation that has occurred, and there's a desire or an urge to either be with this person, but it's almost, I see this person is completely not available here. You know, it's like there's this desire, even for those of you where this doesn't apply in that kind of romantic kind of way, there's a desire here to bring something to life that appears to be dead. Okay, it appears, and when I say dead, I mean like there's no more life left there. So this has to do with understanding that sometimes people come into our lives for a reason. Well, they always come into our lives for a reason, but for different seasons, right? Not everybody who comes into our life is supposed to be there for long periods of time. And so it's important to understand and to trust the universal process here as it pertains to that. But yeah, I just see that you're holding on to something, my beautiful group 2. You're holding on to something that is over. It's done. This could be a circumstance, something that's happened in your life, and it's like this strong desire to change. It's like, why can't this be different? You know, why can't this be different? And there's also like a why me that I feel here, like a why me. So it's like you're yearning and longing for answers. You're yearning and you're longing for life, group 2, for life. It's like you're barely holding on here by a thread, and this is a part of you that's here in your shadow. Like I said, you might not be consciously aware of it, but it is something that's here. Also have the teacher in his shadow, which manipulates and or abuses others, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. So you want to be mindful about what you are teaching, what you're talking about, you know, what you are sharing with others, because perhaps some of you guys here, you have some type of information, knowledge, or insights into something, but your expression of it or the way that you're sharing this knowledge is not rooted in truth, you know. So it's very important that you address that and take a look and see, what is it in my life that I am, you know, trying to teach others or trying to share with others that is not really, you know, beneficial. Actually, it could be quite destructive. So some of you guys are doing a little bit too much gossip and things of that nature. And for others of you, there's actually the teacher in its light shadow here, who wants to be expressed. Like there's a teacher in your shadow that just wants to be expressed. So this is an aspect of you, you know, that wants to teach, to guide, to coach. So some of you guys have been feeling this calling to step into this teacher kind of a role, but you've been denying it or rejecting it, because you do in fact have excellent communication skills. You do in fact have incredible knowledge and insights, and you do in fact have a skill to teach. Okay. And this is something that you may be aware of, maybe not, but it's here. So if you have been aware about it and you just haven't really been wanting to address it, then it's coming back here for you, group 2, to let you know that you'd be an amazing teacher, an amazing coach, an amazing guide, an amazing counselor. You know, things of this nature here would suit you very well. So it's here in your shadow like, hey, look at me. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. You also have the dried flower fairy, sweet memories. Yes. So again, this has to do with the past, right? This has to do with the past. Same thing here. It's like, let it go. Let it go. Group 2. You're holding on to something from your past, and it's time to let it go. It's done. It's done. It's over. You know, there's no life here. So you have to move on for yourself, you know. You have to move on for yourself. That's important for you. So some of you guys are spending way too much time reminiscing, you know, way too much time reminiscing. And some of you are spending way too much time being angry at someone or something for someone. So either way, there's a need for forgiveness and to let this go. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Ooh, group 2. So this is about, this can be about a few things here. For some of you, this is about your job. There's some type of 9-to-5 job here that you're working that you hate. You hate it, like with a passion. But it's something that is solid, it's secure, it's bringing in a steady paycheck every month. So there's a fear of exiting this job in this position. So what's here in your shadow is a fear. Still, same concept. There's a fear of movement forward, which I think is interesting because you guys chose the next chapter card. You know, so subconsciously, you have this desire to move on, but in your shadow, it's like, it's very difficult for you to do so because you're not, I have no idea what that was, by the way, but it's very difficult for you to do so because you're not really authentically addressing this energy here, which hopefully you do today. And you can say, you know, what is it in my life that has happened in the past that I'm still holding on to, that I need to move forward from? Or what is it in my present that I'm still holding on to that I need to move forward from? So for some of you, there's a job that's, you know, not really making you happy. You're giving over your power to this boss of yours, this corporation. It's sucking out the life force in you. And it's just like, you know, where's your voice? Where's your say-so in the matter? Where's your power? So that's something that I'm seeing here. Some of you guys are bending over backwards for others, and you need to stand up straight. Group 2, stand up straight, stand up tall, have respect for yourself, and do what you need to do for yourself, your children, your family, whoever it is that actually matters. But if it's somebody that doesn't actually matter, why are you doing so much? And then for others of you, you might be doing a lot even for people that do matter. You might just be working like a slave. And it's just like, even then, at some point you have to decide that you're valuable enough, that you're worthy enough to just say no. It's okay to say no sometimes. You guys may struggle with that. You may want to please everybody, you know, and then that's a fear of not being liked. Maybe there's a fear of rejection that you guys have deep down here. So that's something that you want to spend some time with as well. And the black flower fragrance. This, what I'm seeing and picking up here from this card, has to do with like some type of insecurity that you have about your body. Okay, many of you watching this, you are you know, aging. Okay, so some of you guys, there's a deep-rooted fear. I mean, we're all aging. That was silly, but what I meant was, you know, at a certain point along this journey, you start to see your aging, right? You start to see the proof, the evidence of that in your skin. Your skin changes. You start to see a little bit more wrinkles. You start to see, you know, bags under your eyes. You start to see your skin stretch and do weird things, and your body is changing. So I feel like a lot of you guys are struggling with something about your body. There's like this lack of control that you have about something with your body, and I feel like it's driving you a little bit crazy. And you try to do everything you can to cover up, but you feel like you're starting to lose control. Like there's not much else that you can actually do about it. So then it's best to just simply embrace this change, my beautiful group 2. But I'll leave the rest up to V Love and Crystals. Make sure you check out that video so that you can see what kind of guidance you guys have. But this is what's coming through for you, you guys, as being here in your shadow. Okay, I'm just here to point that out for you. I do send you love. I do wish you all the best as you journey forward into this next chapter. Okay, there is a next chapter here for you, you guys, but you have to be willing to let go of the past. Leave it in the past. Embrace the present moments. Don't even focus so much on the future. Just embrace the present moments. Be in the here and now, and life will be all good here for you. I love you. I wish you all the best. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, as it does help my channel to grow. And if you're in fact new here, welcome, you guys. Consider subscribing. I do post new pick a card readings every week, and I also post new energetic zodiac readings every month. So yeah, if it's something you're interested in, consider subscribing. I will talk to you guys later. Be very blessed. Ciao. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. I do want to say this is general. Not everything I say will be applicable here for you, maybe even nothing. Please don't try to force a message in here for you. If it's not for you, then it's simply not for you. And I do encourage you to either try a different video, different group, or maybe just a whole different video here on YouTube, right? So let's get started and see what's here in your shadow, group 3. Ooh, wow. We have some anger, okay? We have some anger. Chains. You guys had 3 of these cards come through, so there must be a lot here. The temple of my body. We'll talk about it. I'm just going to pull the cards first. Okay, we have some pride. Ooh, faceless ghost and the haunted girl, ghost people. My goodness, group 3. Okay, we have patience. The pioneer. And time out. All right. Okay. I'm going to put that over here. So what the heck is in your shadow? I'm going to start from here. Anger and chains. There is this aspect. There's like a whole lot of chaos is what I'm seeing here. There's a whole lot of chaos here. So there's something that has happened here, either in your childhood or sometime in your past, or even recent past. It's like lurking here in your shadow. It's something that you are upset about. It's something that you feel is holding you back, and there's like a desire to like break free. So there's a sense of being like chained down, locked up. You know, there's what do they call it? There's a lot of suppressed, thank you. There's a lot of suppressed emotions here for you. So you guys are walking around smiling when really deep down here, you're upset and you're angry about something. And so there is a need for you to find a way to channel this energy here so that it can be expressed without it being expressed in a volatile kind of, way. So we have some pride here in your shadow. So some of you guys are a little bit too prideful to either say sorry to somebody or to admit that you're wrong. There's a strong stubbornness, group 3, that you guys have here in your shadow. There's a strong stubbornness that's keeping, everything. Actually, I'm seeing be careful of your pride, group 3, because there's I see some connections here for you that you are either losing or you could be losing here in your future just because of your pride and your ego. So you want to ask yourself, what is it that my pride and my ego is keeping me from? It's holding me back here from something. There's a strong pride, strong ego, and sometimes when this energy comes through, there's a really strong focus on the self, right? So you guys might be working with the number 1 a lot, where you're really just focused on you. You know, you don't really care so much about anybody else right now. You don't really care so much about anything else right now other than you and your own journey. And it's okay to be excited about your journey and your path, but you guys, there's this part of you that's kind of shutting people off. And so there's a disconnect that I see that's transpiring here because of this pride here. There's a disconnect. So you want to be very, very careful about that. You also have the temple of my body. So there's like you guys really need to work on how you're treating yourself. You know, you care so much about yourself, but you're not treating yourself like you care so much about yourself. So many of you are indulging in inappropriate substances. Okay, so some of you guys have been intaking way too many drugs, too much alcohol, too much just toxins. There's a lot of toxicity that I'm seeing here in your shadow. So there's a very strong detox that needs to occur here for you guys, because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of your physical body. You're not taking care of your mental body, your spiritual body. So this is all here in your shadow. It's just kind of sitting there, stuck there. And some of you guys are consciously aware of that, but you're not doing anything about it. So we also have the faceless ghost and the haunted girl. Ooh. So group 3, some of you guys, there's like this it feels like a story, okay? It feels like a story that is based in fears, is based in lies. For some of you, this is something that you've been told about yourself. You know, some of you guys have been told that you weren't good enough, you weren't cute enough, you weren't smart enough, you weren't, whatever, fill in the blank. And it's like whatever these outside sources have told you have kept you small, So there's a part of you that believes and buys into the things that the others say. And for others of you, this is your mind playing tricks on you. This is your own mind, and it's nothing external. You can't blame it on your mother or your father or your friends or anybody here in your life. It's like, this is you. So there could be a lot of self-sabotage here in this group, where it's like you're haunted from the past. So again, you're stuck here in the past, which is a theme that I've seen throughout all these readings here, just being stuck in the past and not letting go, of the lies, the deceit, the trauma. Some of you have somebody in your space that's truly not good for you. And I just have to say that because I feel that, and I feel like you know that. And some of you have other people who are also telling you that, but your pride and ego, you want to prove a point. You want to prove, hey, no, we're perfect together. We're great together. He's really good. You have to get to know the other side of him. You guys only see one side of him. But, maybe this person really is not for you. And maybe your pride and your ego is just too strong to actually listen. So I'm seeing that as well. There's good advice coming in here for some of you guys that you're simply not listening to. And that's something that wants to be addressed here for you. Patience, which as a shadow means there can be a lack of patience, right? A lack of patience, or too much patience. Okay, too much patience. Some of you have too much patience with someone in your life. Some of you have too much patience with the way your life is. There's a stagnancy here. There's a need for change. And for others of you, there's a need for more patience with yourself. Maybe you've been too, how do you say? Maybe you've been too hard on yourself, group 3. Too hard on yourself, telling yourself all these things that you have to be by a certain age, all these things that you need to accomplish in order to be successful, all these things here. But everything happens in divine timing. And so you'll know which side of the fence you're on. You either need patience, so there's patience here in your shadow who's like, look at me, integrate with me, you need me, be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. And for others of you, there's like a whole patience. Imagine this patience here in your shadow as like a slob, like a sloth who's just like sitting there on the couch, just not moving at all, completely stagnant and stuck. And there's a need to like dip out and come out of that. Maybe you've been patient too long. It's too much. But you do have the timeout card. So same message applies. It goes either way, right? You have those of you who need to sit your ass down. You need a break. You've been working way too hard, group 3. You've been doing way too much. And there's a timeout that's necessary. There's a hermit mode that's calling you, which makes sense. Okay, you did choose the solo YOLO card. So this has a lot to do just with you. Needing that solo YOLO, needing that, that me time. So this is something that you guys need at this time. You need solitude, time alone, time to contemplate, come into awareness about who you are, do the deep dive here. And you see, she's deep, 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 deep down here in this ocean. So it's time to go deep here. And I'm also just seeing here, what is this as a shadow? Compulsive need to keep moving on. Yeah, you see? Compulsive need to keep moving on. The pioneer is the number 1, right? The pioneer is the number 1. So a lot of you guys, this is about, some of you guys have been way too focused on just yourself. And for others of you, there's a need to integrate more with the self and to, connect more with yourself. Compulsive need to move on. Some of you guys are just doing too much compulsively, just go, 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 go. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm actually tired. I need to rest for me, right? For me, I have to do that. So that's what I'm seeing in your shadow, you guys. I hope it makes sense. Please head over to V Love and Crystal's channel where you can take a look. That is the second part of the reading. You can take a look to see what kind of advice is there for you, what you can do to move forward, all that good stuff. Just head over there and see what's over there for you. I do send you my love. I wish you all the best as you journey forward. If you enjoyed this video, I ask you to hit the thumbs up button, you guys. It does help my channel to grow. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Consider subscribing. I post new pick a card readings every week, and I post new energetic zodiac readings every month. So I'm sending you my love. I wish you guys all the best as you journey forward. Be very blessed. Ciao.